Should I sell my house? That's what I'm answering for you today. What's up, everybody? I'm Caitlin McKegg. I'm a realtor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, I am helping you answer the question, should I sell my house? And before we jump in, if this is your first time to my channel, or if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so. I post videos every Friday about living in Phoenix and Phoenix real estate, and you don't want to miss what I'm posting. If you're more of a social media person, you can check out my social media channels on Facebook and Instagram and keep up to date there. Okay, so the question is, should I sell my house? And my answer to that is it's a very personal question. There are a million reasons why you could sell your house and your motivation for selling, but it has to be right for you. As a side note, I do want to say that because of the circumstances with COVID-19 right now, it is still a good time to sell your house. If you have a strong reason and motivation to do so, first of all, prices are still high and have not dropped. And also, you'll have less competition on the market because not quite as many people are listing their homes for sale right now. But aside from that, if you are thinking about selling your house, I encourage you to consider a few things before you make the decision. As I mentioned, motivation is a big factor. So I'm going to ask you, why do you want to sell your house? Is it because you have a lot of equity and you'd like to cash out, so to speak? We're in a situation right now where many sellers have a lot of equity because they purchased within the last 10 years or so when prices were lower. And so now could be a good time to sell, get that equity out of your house and either put it towards something else or keep it in the bank. Another reason you may want to sell is to upgrade or upsize or even downsize. There's a lot of reasons why people want to trade out houses, and many times it's to get something larger or smaller depending on their needs. Do you have a need to move locations? Maybe your child is going to school somewhere else, or you got a job transfer to another area of the valley. These are other good reasons why you may want to consider selling your house and moving to another location. Are you selling because you no longer want to be a homeowner? That's possible. I've heard that many times, that some individuals just prefer to rent rather than own. So if that's you, that could be another motivating factor for wanting to sell your house. Finally, are you selling your house just so you can test the market? That's a big no-no. You don't want to go through all of this and decide that you don't want to sell your house after all. If you're curious about what price you could get for your house, I can help you determine that, but don't list it for sale just to see who bites. So I think that drives my point home. What is your motivation? That's something that you need to decide before you decide if you should sell your house. Now, if all of this is in alignment and you have a good reason to sell your house, here's what you can expect in the process. First of all, we need to determine price. And we will do that by looking at comparable sales in your neighborhood based on size, age, and recency of the sale. It's important not to overprice or underprice your house. So setting a price will be the best first step. Next, we're going to get photographs taken of the house. And you want to make sure that it looks shiny and ready to go. So you may need to actually declutter, clean, rearrange, and stage. Once we have those photos, we'll be off to the races and your house is going to be listed for sale. Guess what happens after that? You will get lots of requests for showings. And that can be super inconvenient if you don't really want to sell your house. So be ready to deal with these showings so that potential buyers can come through and decide if your home is the one for them. Now, keep in mind, it's possible that your house could sell the first day on the market and they could be asking for a 30-day close, which means we list your house and in 30 days you need to be out of it. So again, make sure you're ready to list your house for sale, because if it happens quickly, you don't want to be surprised. Now we've found a buyer and the buyer is going to inspect your house. They're going to determine what is acceptable to them from a repair standpoint and what is unacceptable. And they will ask you to either repair items or provide money so they can repair the items. Once we get through the inspection process, the appraisal process will likely happen. That is only if your buyer is getting a loan to purchase the house. Now, here's where we could run into issues. If you price the house too high and the appraisal comes in low, we need to renegotiate the purchase price with your buyer. So another reason why it's very important to price the house right from the start. Finally, we get to closing day, and you need to be out of the house by closing day. That could happen pretty quickly, and you want to make sure you have all of your items moved and you've vacated the home before we get to closing day. So, not to scare you, but these are all of the things that you will go through as a seller. When you're thinking about, should I sell my house? Hopefully this helps you remember your motivation. If all of this sounds like it's not a lot of fun, now might not be the right time to sell your house. Or if you're just trying to dip your toe in the water and see who bites, it also may not be the right time to sell your house. For more information on how to prepare your home for sale, check out one of my other videos on home selling tips, linked below, where I give a bit more detail on that process. If you have any questions about this, or if you're interested in just finding out what your home value is, you can reach out to me or click the link below that will allow you to get an instant home valuation. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Caitlin McKegg with Berkshire Hathaway.